So now that we look at our natures, and I'm telling you, you got this nature, sister, you know it. When you find the right man, you call him Mr. Right. Mr. Right, he may not be the most handsome. At first you may say, oh. You may turn up your nose at him because you're looking for Mr. Right to be, yeah. You're looking for Mr. Right to be so tall, so broad and strong. Mr. Right may come looking like Mr. Wrong. And at first you reject him, but after a while you begin to converse. And you see he got knowledge. And he attracts you. Then you see he's productive. He's doing something. And when you ask him, what are you doing? And he tells you, you say, I could help this man. And you know what? You'll even pick up a book and learn something about what he's into, so you can help him do it better. And when you start falling in love with him, then your voice changes. Yeah. You don't say, get on in here. Your voice gets real soft and sweet and mellow. Hello, baby, how are you? I just couldn't help it. I was just here thinking about you, waiting for you to come on home. You can come by motorboat. You can jump on a magic carpet and float, but get here if you can. You're sweet. You're tender. And that's the way you really want to be all the time. You don't want to be no hard-hearted Hannah. But you can't help yourself, because we don't bring the best out of you. We bring the worst out of you and then condemn you. But it ain't our fault. It's not our fault. These are great men. Every one of them is a great man. But the white man that you call the man, using the definite article, meaning he's not only a man, but he is the example of what men should be. Live. He is so afraid of anybody else being a producer in his world but him. He crushes your ability to create and produce. I'm the man here, nigga. You ain't gonna produce nothing. I'm the producer, you come work for me. And what do you say? I'm looking for a job. And when Whitey had one, he loved to give a nigga a job. You sweeping, you pushing, you pulling, Or you come out of college and use your degree to further his corporate stuff. And then you go home to your black wife. Hey, baby. Yeah, you know, I just got a raise. I'm now the vice president in charge of physical fitness in the corporation. And you bring her home a larger paycheck and you wonder why she's not really happy. And she don't know why either. But deep down inside, she instinctively knows you ain't living up to what God expects from you as a man, and therefore you can't get from her what you expect from a woman. Now, the only way we can have our Genesis is somebody has to break the magnetic attraction between us as men and our oppressor. And somebody has to stop us from looking to him to fulfill our needs. But look to God and to yourself, and out of yourself become a producer once again. And that's why most didn't like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because Elijah Muhammad used strange language to break the magnetic attraction. He said the white man is the devil. And we said, oh, he teaches hate. He's awful. The white man, without the white man, we wouldn't have this. Without the white man, we wouldn't have that. Without the white man, shut up. Without the black man and woman, you wouldn't have no white man. So, the word devil only implied that they stood in opposition to God's law and way. And since God made you a producer and they said no nigger is going to produce, they stood as an adversary. God made you to be free, they said enslave the nigger. God made you to justify your existence, and you haven't justified your existence by being yourself because you don't know yourself, and if you don't know yourself, you can't be yourself. So the enemy stands here keeping you from your destiny. So God has to remove the enemy from you and remove you from the enemy so you can have your Genesis. So in the beginning, when he made light, he separated the light from the darkness. And one part he called day, and the other part he called night. And they don't coexist. When night comes, day goes. When day comes, night goes. If the white man is going to rule, you are not going to make it. You keep under his rule, you will stay a nigger, hurt, dissatisfied, and your women will be just like they are right now. But until we as men recognize that white rule got to end where we are concerned, I don't know what the women want, and I don't really care, because they're going to follow us. If we start following God, ain't no place for the woman to go but to stand by our side and help us make a nation.